What's up, beauties? I'm Marcus with Epic Life Gaming, and today I'm going to show you how to get diamonds and loot for Boom Beach. So I've been very successful in keeping up with my diamonds, not having to spend any money on them, and I'm going to show you guys how. So every 24 hours, you get a certain amount of loot based on your victory point score, and I always pick diamonds because diamonds is universal in this game. You can use it for literally everything besides increasing the time that it takes for your submarine. Another point, always keep things upgrading in Boom Beach at all times if possible. Another way that I get diamonds is always be checking your map for chests. Now the chests come up periodically throughout the day, not just once a day. They'll come up randomly throughout the day, and so always be checking just for that. Another way to get diamonds is if you've been raided, if you lose, you usually get 1 to 3 diamonds depending how strong the opponent is, or if you win, you get more. So as you can see, diamonds are pretty expensive. $500 for $5 or $14,000 for $100. And I have yet to spend one dime in Boom Beach. And I do not think I would ever need to spend diamonds in Boom Beach. Although I am only in headquarters level 10, I still don't think I'll ever need to. So that is my few ways that I do to get diamonds. Now, ways to get loot, different loot. First and foremost, you're going to want to set up your landing crafts and the order that you want to drop your troops. So your first landing craft to your last. And the order that you want to drop your troops in, make sure that is the key that you're doing, because it'll make you dropping your troops so much easier, because then you can just tap as many landing crafts that you have for. Just have to tap 4 times on the beach to take out, to drop all your troops. So I'm going to show you an example. All right, see this first warrior that I'm clicking on? Now I do not need to click on any other ones. It will go in the exact order that I have it set up. So if I had a rifle and like a heavy rifleman strategy, I'd be able to drop the troops in the order that I wanted. So I'd have my heavies in the first 2 or 3 boats, depending on how many I had, and right there, dropped them all just like that. So that's exactly what you're going to need to do when you're going to attack bases, and this is a great way to make sure that you just save a little bit of time in attacking bases. So I was just attacking that, just the beginning of it, just to show you guys how you should set up your landing crafts, because that is just an easy and effective way to attack a base. Alright, so it looks like we'll be able to take this out without losing any troops. And there we go, we're going to drop that. So I'm going to show you a couple other ways that I gain loot and how you can also gain loot. So there we go, not too bad. 10,000 wood, 4,000 stone, 336 iron with a life shard. So that's pretty cool. Here, let's go back home. Always create your I forget what I was going to say. Always create your skip that. We're going to go over here, and I'm going to show you guys, always take over your resource bases. This is one of your #1 ways to keep resources gaining on your bases. So always be attacking these resource bases, because that will be one of the most important ways to gain loot. So I'm going to attack this wood base, so that way I can keep gaining more loot, or at least more wood. So there we go. I'm going to take out the boom cannons, and there we go. Don't have to click on any boats. I just have to tap the beach 5 times, and I drop the warriors exactly the way I want them to be dropped. So there we go. I'm just going to attack this base like I would any other base. Now just taking it out. And now with this, you're going to gain wood a lot faster, and you gain so much an hour. I don't know what it is for this particular resource base, but you gain so much an hour, and it just really helps you out with gaining resources. So in a 12-hour period while you're sleeping and you don't check it, you'll gain an extra 6,000, 10,000 loot, because you have this resource base gaining you wood, and that is very important. And you have multiple resource bases on your map. So, and make sure to defend your resource base better than this guy did. And also take all the trees and boulders and whatever else and go ahead and get rid of all that, because that will also bring you more loot, and plus the guy that you're going against and will be trying to take over your resource base now will not be able to claim those trees. So there we go. That looks pretty good right there. There we go. So that's at least better than the way that this guy had it before. So there we go. Now that's going to gain me loot every hour. And like I was getting stumbled upon earlier, always keep your statues building. They will, stack up, and over time you'll be like, oh my gosh, I have like 300, statues that I can build. Well, just keep building them, because when you claim them, it gives you the next step up, one of the next step up shards. So always be doing that. All right, another way to gain loot is your submarine. You're going to have multiple spots on your map where you're able to dive down for loot for a certain amount of gold. And what I always like to do is go for the high amount of diamonds. That is very important in my opinion, because like I said before, diamonds are universal. In this game, you can always use it for different things. See, there's 2 mystery treasures. Those could both be diamonds, and I can walk away with probably 20 diamonds and 17,000 stone that was. So it's a great way also to get diamonds. There we go. There's 7 diamonds with a mystery. There's 2 mysteries. Those could both be diamonds. These you kind of just roll the dice and hopefully they're diamonds, but maybe not. Whether it's that or not, you still have 26,000 stone. So that's not bad. So there we go. Let's see what else we can do. What else could I show you guys? So Boom Beach, you just always want to be getting diamonds, resources, all that stuff. Make sure that all your buildings on your map are always upgraded. Another way to get diamonds are through your achievements. So if you're running low on diamonds, just look through your achievements and see what you're getting close to. Like there, gain 200 victory points. I'm getting close to that. I'm only 50 away. Sees 1,000,000 stone, not too far away from that. So I could be focusing on these things to gain more diamonds. And I'm always around 200 to 300 diamonds at all times. Also, another way to gain resources is taking out different trees and boulders and stones on your map. That is an easy way, and a lot of your resource bases will have that on your on that base, and you'll be able to take out the trees and the stones. See, there we go. For 3,000 gold, I was able to get 1,000 wood. So you're basically swapping one resource for another, which isn't bad, because once you get to so far on your headquarters, you start not being able to use gold for certain things. So you could just swap it out for another resource to help you upgrade different buildings on your map. So say like take out this resource base, I could take that out and start collecting stone so much an hour, which right now I really don't need stone, so I'm not going to worry about that. There we go. And another thing is to always be checking around on your player bases. Each one of them is going to have a different amount of loot that they have, and always scout them. And if they don't have a lot of loot, just go ahead and do that and switch them out, and maybe you will find somebody with a lot more loot than the person previously that you had on your map. So look at that guy. He has not that much more loot, so I will wait the 24 hours and swap him out again. But I just go around and I'm always scouting out my new player bases and see and watch how they fluctuate in their loot. See, this guy has quite a bit of loot. I'm going to keep that guy, so eventually maybe I will attack him. But always scout him out, because it will keep you updated with the amount of loot that's on their base. So there we go. Let's go back home real quick, you guys. All right. So another thing I want to show you guys down here, another way to gain loot, is always be collecting these boats. These are all the islands that are on your map. These are the boats that go out and pick up all the loot and then bring it back to your base. So see this, 40 gold per hour. All these little islands give me. So every hour I'm gaining that much, and all these islands together add up. So at the top here, you can click on this and it says production per hour 9,000. From home, 72,000. So from my personal base, 1,800 from resource bases. And it says that for every single resource base, and it says your total storage that you can hold and which was protected by your vault. So like I said before, always keep all your resource buildings upgraded and your storages upgraded. Just like in Clash of Clans, if you guys play that, always keep these things upgraded. It is very important to be able to produce the most amount that you can and hold the most amount that you possibly can. And the very most important part of your entire base is this vault right here. Always keep this thing upgraded. It is very, very, very important that you do. The reason why: this vault stores gold and wood as well as stone and iron. When upgraded, the enemy cannot steal resources stored inside the vault. The vault will also protect 60% of the resources outside of it. So not only does it hold that much loot, it protects 60% of your loot. So more than half of the loot is protected. So the more that is upgraded, the more loot that it protects. Another way to gain loot and also is having your life shards, and I produce an extra 11% on 57% stone, and then you can boost it if you're running low on certain amount of an item. You can boost it and be able to upgrade things if you're short on an upgrade. So there we go. Always keep your statues creating. You can use power powder, but it is very hard to come by. So be wisely when you use that. So that looks like that's about it, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this was very informative. I appreciate all the love that you've been giving me. Appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much for all the love. Well, you guys have a great day, and don't forget to stay beautiful.